What's up guys, and welcome back to the Simply Viral channel. For today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the hottest trend of May 2017, that being the fidget spinner phenomenon. If you guys have a fidget spinner or you want one, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure to do so, then comment down below letting us know you're a new subscriber so we can reply to every single one of you. For those of you who don't know, a fidget spinner is a device that one can use for a variety of different purposes, including stress relief, concentration, or even just for fun. And a little unknown fact, fidget spinners have actually been around since the early 90s. That's when they were first developed. They only recently became popular though with the help of internet memes and viral videos that promote the toy. If you spend a fair amount of time on the internet, I'm sure you guys have noticed the increasing trend in videos regarding fidget spinners or memes over on Twitter, Instagram, all sorts of social media. The fidget spinner phenomenon is at an all-time high right now. Both positive and negative publicity comes from this, and we'll be discussing that in this video. So make sure you guys sit back, relax, and let's go ahead and get into it. So with the popularity of fidget spinners skyrocketing, a lot of people might not actually know their original intended use. The toys are actually intended primarily for those with ADHD or anxiety or autism. The purpose was to help people with cases of ADHD, anxiety, and autism focus and relax during stressful times, whether it be at home or in class or even at work. But even though that is the intended criteria for fidget spinners, there's actually an insufficient amount of research going in to prove whether or not fidget spinners actually help people suffering from ADHD, autism, or anxiety relax or focus better during those stressful times. With the recent popularity spike of fidget spinners, they're now being featured on television shows, major news sites reporting articles about them, and even in stores as one of the highest selling items, both online and in physical stores like Walmart and Target. So the demand for fidget spinners is definitely at an all-time high. A massive source of attention for fidget spinners currently comes from YouTube and the internet, whether it be via memes or via testing videos here on YouTube or things over on Twitter, Instagram, and other social media sites. The latest trending videos all revolve around do-it-yourself fidget spinner creations or fidget spinner tricks and seeing how powerful a spinning fidget spinner actually is, whether or not it can cut through a phone or cut through some glass or break even another fidget spinner. There's a lot of tests going around. There's a lot of do-it-yourself videos. There's a lot of content right now here on YouTube that is receiving an incredible amount of views focusing around fidget spinners.
Good day, mate. Today on the episode of the Fidget Spinner Hunter, we're tracking the deadly camouflaged fidget spinner.
Look, there he is. Look at the beautiful plumage. Yes, I'm approaching carefully so he may not be startled to attack. I see no signs of life in the carrier, so maybe the fidget spinner has killed them. Maybe the army is wrong about the fidget spinners. They're here to help us rather than hurt us.
And although there's a lot of really cool videos surfacing right now about fidget spinners, there's of course the opposite side of the spectrum that brings negative publicity towards this very, very popular toy. With all that excitement does come some negativity. A website, Business Insider, it's a very popular site. They recently reported a couple of things about fidget spinners actually. The first of which was that many schools across the nation are now banning the toy due to problems caused by the owners, including the creation of harmful situations with the toy or them being too distracting during class. The scenarios that arise from the misuse of the fidget spinners might end up getting all the fidget spinners banned forever. Obviously, if all of a sudden all these major news websites and television networks are now reporting that fidget spinners are distracting kids in class and keeping them from learning, or creating harmful scenarios where kids are trying to hurt each other with them, or someone does accidentally get hurt by a fidget spinner, all that negative news surrounding them is going to build up popularity, and other schools across the nation are going to see it, and adults are going to see it that are parents of kids in these schools, and they're going to say absolutely no way these can be in the classrooms. These should be banned forever. No way do I want my kid getting hurt by one of these or playing with one of these and losing out on the learning that I want them to receive during their class time. So like most things nowadays, there obviously is two different sides of this spectrum. There's the side that is the very positive promotion of these toys, that they help students with ADHD and autism and anxiety. Not even students in this case, really. Anyone who suffers from any of these criteria, it helps them focus, it helps them relax, and it's a key to orienting success in the workplace and in the classroom, wherever it may be necessary. There's also the very negative side coming from schools and parents and business networks, all sorts of people saying this is a dangerous toy, it's distracting people from doing what they need to do, whether it be working at work or learning in school, whatever it may be. There are the two different sides of the spectrum here that are constantly battling against one another, and really we'll just have to wait and see which one of these sides actually overtakes the other. Will fidget spinners end up being banned forever across all workplaces and classrooms, or will people realize that yes, maybe they do actually help students and employees focus a little bit better when they need, if they're stressed, or if they do suffer from ADHD, autism, or anxiety? Of course, be sure to let me know which side of this argument you're on down in the comments below. Moving back to this Business Insider article, they also reported that Spinnerlist, which is a database focused around fidget spinners, they said that Spinnerlist stated that 32% of the top 200 American high schools have actually banned or are planning to ban fidget spinners from their classrooms, from the entire property in which these schools are on. This includes the top 100 private schools in America and the top 100 public schools in America. 32% of those have already or are planning to ban fidget spinners. If that trend continues, obviously we're going to be seeing less and less of these toys in the classrooms, which does actually end up helping that one side of the argument, saying they are not actually a productive tool whatsoever. If you guys remember, as I stated earlier, some videos have actually been surfacing on YouTube recently of people using fidget spinners to try and damage or break items such as phones or glass or even other fidget spinners. Fidget spinner versus fidget spinner battles, believe it or not. The popularity of these videos are arguably one of the main reasons behind the negative image around these toys. They're adding to the argument of whether or not they are a safe device to use. Obviously, if a parent of a younger child sees a fidget spinner can cut through an iPhone or break a piece of glass with ease, they're not going to want to have this child spinning these things around on their finger, potentially risking an injury to their child or one of the child's friends. But with the YouTube videos also comes the opposite side of the spectrum once again. Not all of these fidget spinner YouTube videos focus around using the toy to break things or damage things. Some YouTube creators actually use the device to create trick shot style videos or trick shot compilations using their fidget spinners, and some even take it as far as to use fidget spinners as a tool in their ASMR videos. There's all sorts of different, really cool, really unique and creative fidget spinner videos here on YouTube, and if that's something you're into, I'm sure you can find a ton of content that you would find really, really enjoyable. One of the major keys to the fidget spinner growth and popularity right now is the fact that they're so easy to get a hold of, whether you're buying them for $2 off of Amazon or even making them yourselves. Like I mentioned earlier, a major trend on YouTube right now is the do-it-yourself fidget spinner videos. These are very, very popular right now, where creators show their audience how to create fidget spinners out of everyday, ordinary items. They're so easily accessible, anyone who wants one can very easily get their hands on it, which is going to really, really fight against the struggle to get them banned from schools and from workplaces. When you see them in such a mass majority as they have right now, where they're literally everywhere, you see things about them constantly. Doesn't matter what platform you're on, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, any social media. Even if you're a student going into a classroom right now, maybe you're a little bit younger, probably a ton of your friends have these. You might go into work and you notice that some of your coworkers are using these to help cope with their stresses throughout the day. They are literally everywhere. Everywhere you look, you're seeing fidget spinners right now, which is just ultimately going to make getting them banned so much harder. As I mentioned at the very beginning of the video, when fidget spinners were first invented, they were intended for people who suffer from ADHD, autism, and anxiety. Anyone who suffers from any of these things could use a fidget spinner to help calm themselves down, relax, and help them focus when they need it. But now, obviously, you see them everywhere. It doesn't matter if you have ADHD, if you have autism, if you have anxiety. You could just be a very normal person who wants to mess around with one of these in class or at work, and these things can help you focus. And it's very, very likely that over the coming days and weeks, with the popularity of fidget spinners not slowing down whatsoever, that the information of these helping students and helping workers focus and relax when they need to, that information is just going to keep spreading incredibly fast all over the world. It's going to show people that these actually do help both in the classroom and in the workplace. Who knows, if this trend continues growing at the rate that it is, we might see sometime in the future schools actually providing fidget spinners for the students to use in class if they have trouble focusing and paying attention. You might see employers offer these to employees who need that just little extra boost when they're trying to get work done. Who knows? Fidget spinners might take off and become this incredibly successful toy that people use for years to come to help relieve themselves of stress and to help them focus during the times they need to focus on something. Or they could just completely bomb and people could see the negative image that they have surrounding them and say these are absolutely not acceptable in the workplace or in the classroom. They need to be banned forever, and we might never see fidget spinners ever again. Only time will tell what exactly will happen with fidget spinners, but for now, they are an incredibly popular toy and their growth doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon. So just how long do you guys think this fidget spinner craze is going to last? Do you guys think fidget spinner trick shots will take over YouTube permanently, or will the arguments and fights against fidget spinners get them banned forever? Let us know down in the comments below what your opinion on the matter is. Once again, thank you guys all so much for stopping by the video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like rating before you head out. And if you're brand new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well and turn on notifications so you never miss another video. Stay awesome, and we'll see you next time.